Hello, my name is Tim, my company is Sports and Touring, and we are Mazda MX-5 specialists. It is a real pleasure to show you this car today. It's a 25th anniversary edition NC, so one of the last NC or Mark III cars to be made. It looks fabulous in the very best colour of Soul Red. It's in stunningly good condition and it has fewer than 21,000 miles on its odometer. Let's take a look around. There it is, the 25th anniversary edition plate, indicating that this is car number 423 of only 1,000 built to celebrate the MX-5's quarter century. And how did Mazda go about it? Well, they took the Sport Tech Nav, the very top level MX-5 edition at the time, and added a range of features, including the beautiful stone leather seats and an upgraded stereo, which we'll come to shortly, to make this commemorative run of cars. It is a 2-litre. It has the Bilstein dampers. It has the 6-speed box. It has the hydraulic steering. All of those things which make the Mazda MX-5 NC perhaps the ultimate driver's car of the model range. It is such an endearing car to drive because it connects driver through machine to road in a way which no other small sports car in my experience quite manages to match. And in this gorgeous soul red colour and in such a good condition with such low mileage and very good service history, this particular 25th anniversary really is a splendid thing. It's ready to be a weekend pleasure, to be garaged and cherished, not to be a daily driver, I dare say. It's a car which you could take to car shows and MX-5 Owners Club events and really catch attention. And it's a car which you can enjoy. The cost of MX-5 ownership is incredibly reasonable. They're economical on petrol, they're cheap to insure, and they are inexpensive to maintain. Let's take a look inside. The car's supplied, of course, with 2 remote key fobs and the owner's book pack. And unlocking, we can open the door and take a look into this beautiful cockpit. Everything is in stunningly good order. The beautiful stone leather with the ivory stitching on the light-coloured stone leather and the red stitching to accent the black leather looks beautiful, as does the 25th anniversary embossed logo on the headrest. It's all beautifully clean and correct. The dashboard you can see there, which has the hand-painted, hand-sprayed red accent across the trim. And down here we have the 25th anniversary scuff plate and carpet mat in perfect order. The door card, again, looking fantastic. And sitting down into the car, into this beautiful cockpit. It's quite a snug cockpit. The technology is very good. The instrument presentation is very clear. The ergonomics are fabulous. Let's start the engine up. And we see the dashboard come to life. And looking around the cockpit, oh, there we are. The 25th anniversary logo has popped up on the infotainment screen as well. Looking around the cockpit, we've got this useful stowage between the seats, which is where you'll also find the release for the petrol cap. Under the armrest, cup holders, and a place to put a pen, in fact. The electric windows, manual handbrake, and the 6-speed gearbox shift stick. It is such a good gearbox. See that very short throw? The engagement is positive and tight. Changing gear in an MX-5 NC is such a pleasurable thing to do. It really is. We've got heated seats, of course, 5-stage heated seats, a 12-volt socket there, and the climate control with air conditioning. And then this upgraded stereo, which they fitted to the 25th anniversary edition with satellite navigation and audio, including Bluetooth reception, so you can use the Bluetooth on your phone in order to play your favourite music through Spotify or BBC Sounds or whichever app you prefer. Over on the steering wheel, we've got the infotainment audio controls on the left, and on the right the cruise control, and then headlamps and wipers on the two stalks there, and that beautiful instrument binnacle with the little oil pressure gauge top and centre, reminding you that this is a sports car where you're going to watch what the engine is doing, and that beautifully clear rev counter and speedometer. It is such a good place to be, a comfortable seat which hugs you through the bends. The steering is exquisite on the MX-5 NC. And I should mention, by the way, I've driven this particular car myself quite a lot, and it drives absolutely perfectly. It is a splendid example of the MX-5, and it's flown through all of our inspections in our workshops without any issue at all. Of course, this is a roadster, it's a hard-top convertible, and that means that we need to think about whether this is a good roof system or whether it's not such a great roof system, because there are a lot of convertible cars which are spoilt by poorly designed roof systems. So first, it's very simple. There are two buttons here, and there's a latch in the roof when the roof is closed. To close the roof, we simply press the close button, and you'll see the cover over the roof compartment moves out of the way. The roof folds itself up into position, and then the cover moves back into place. That beep tells us that the mechanism is finished moving, and manually latching means the roof is secure and we are good to go. Conversely, to open the roof, simply release the latch like so, press the open button. The cover moves off the compartment where the roof stows, of course. The roof then moves down into that compartment. The cover comes back into position. And again, that beep tells us that we can now drive off with the roof down. Elegant, simple, well-engineered, very reliable, I have to say, and much better than the systems you will find in a number of similar roadsters. The boot can be opened either from inside the cockpit or with the remote key fob. And looking inside, we can see that despite this being a two-seat roadster, Mazda have provided plenty of boot space. It's a deep boot. It extends out to the sides behind the rear wheels. And there is more than enough room in here to take a 2 or 3 week holiday touring in an MX-5 without any trouble, or to get a very large amount of shopping in after your trip to the supermarket. So the MX-5 is a practical daily driver if you need it to be, although I very much suspect that this super low mileage limited edition car is going to end up being an enthusiast's pride and joy. And again, everything in the boot in perfect order. The carpet is clean and correct. There are no stains, no unpleasant odours. Clearly this car has been very well looked after throughout its life. On the passenger side of the car, and again, everything is truly stunning. The door card, I dare say, as it left the Mazda factory. Likewise, the carpet and mat, the glove compartment, and this beautiful stone leather seat, which is in absolutely sensational order. Nothing remarkable here at all, nothing which requires attention or rectification. Under the bonnet, and there is Mazda's 2-litre 16-valve direct overhead cam inline engine producing 158 horsepower, and that is more than enough to make this a very engaging driver's machine indeed. This is a car which is about driving correctly, about balancing the car accurately as you go in and out of bends, about making sure that you brake during the braking zone and you have at least a trickle of power on as you start steering into a corner or into a bend. It rewards that good driving behaviour so impeccably. I have learnt more, I dare say, about my driving in MX-5s than in any other car. It really is an incredibly communicative vehicle from the driver's perspective. More than quick enough, quite economical, and with, of course, the legendary Mazda reliability. And again, under the bonnet here, you can see that this particular car is in very fine order. Nothing amiss, nothing remarkable, everything clean and correct. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It's been a great pleasure to show you this beautiful MX-5. We are Sports and Touring just outside Andover in Hampshire. We are open 7 days a week by appointment only. You're very welcome to telephone, email or WhatsApp us with any inquiries, or if you'd like to see the car in person or by video call. We can send you a link to the Google Drive for the car, where we've got higher resolution photos which you can zoom in on, and PDF copies of important documents. If you've got a car to dispose of on your car buying journey, we will give you frank and honest advice about how to achieve the best value with the minimum inconvenience, such as part exchanging, selling privately, or using one of the car buying services, for example. And if you'd like to talk about finance, we can do that too. We are authorised and regulated by the FCA. Do please take a few moments to read our reviews on Auto Trader. I'm ever so proud of how our previous customers speak about us. And I'll close by saying thank you again for watching. I do look forward to hearing from you soon, and our contact details are coming up in just a few moments.